Hello everyone, welcome back to Trending Nigeria. I'm Adenuga Progress. Breaking news from Abuja. The Federal High Court has granted Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, one final opportunity to open his defense in his ongoing terrorism trial. Justice James Omotosho made the announcement in court today, warning that if Kanu fails to do so on the next adjourned date, November 7th, the court will proceed to close its case. Justice Omotosho stated that as a judge, it is his duty to give the defendant, in this case Nnamdi Kanu, sufficient opportunity to present his defense. Quoting the judge directly, he said, "We had adjourned till today for the defendant to put in his defense to be deemed closed, but I am bound to give him another opportunity." The judge emphasized that even though Kanu has repeatedly said he has no case to answer, the court will still allow him this final chance to defend himself. Otherwise, his right to do so will be foreclosed. He added, "I know he is an economist and not a lawyer. I will give him one last opportunity to put in his defense. Failure to do so, I will deem him closed." Earlier during proceedings, the prosecuting lawyer Adegboyega Awomolo San urged the court to foreclose Kanu from entering his defense, noting that he had already used 5 out of the 6 days given to him to conduct his defense. According to Awomolo, the court had earlier adjourned on Tuesday for Kanu to open his defense to be deemed to have waived his right to do so. However, when proceedings resumed on Wednesday, Kanu still refused to enter any defense, insisting there was no valid charge against him under Nigerian law. Awomolo therefore prayed the court to close the defense stage and adjourn for judgment. In a rare moment, Nnamdi Kanu, who represented himself in court, addressed Justice Omotosho directly from the dock. He maintained his long-standing position that there are no valid charges against him, and as such, he cannot be compelled to enter any defense. According to him, there is no valid charge before this court to warrant my being called to enter a defense. This bold statement once again sets the stage for another tense showdown when the court reconvenes on November 7th, which could decide the next phase of this long-running trial. Meanwhile, the court also issued a stern warning to Kanu's former lawyers, who now refer to themselves as his consultants. Justice Omotosho cautioned them to conduct themselves within the ethics of the legal profession following complaints raised by the prosecuting counsel. The lawyers, Ban Ejiofor, Aloy Ejimako, Dr. Maxwell Opara, and Prince Mandela Umegbu, were all present in court. Awomolo had accused them of granting media interviews and making subtle posts about the case on social media. The judge warned that such actions could undermine the court's process. And so, all eyes are now on November 7th, when the Federal High Court in Abuja will resume the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. Will the IPOB leader finally open his defense, or will the court officially close its case and move towards judgment? Stay tuned. We'll continue to bring you verified updates as this highly watched case unfolds. Subscribe for more updates on Nnamdi Kanu's trial only on Trending Nigeria. Thank you.